Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. I'm late, I am sorry. So tired. We're round 7 of the Rivals series at, hang on, I'll tell you where we are. Sardinia Road Track B. Oh, look, there's Guesties car, looks nice. We're back in the Group 4, Mitsubishis and Lancers with Subarus and Imprezas, all 4 of them. So, yeah, we're back with the rival series, the Mitsubishis versus the Subarus for round 7. I mean, I'm not going to go through it. Come on. We're at round 7 now. Surely, if you don't know the rules, if you've just come across it by accident, I haven't got time to tell you the rules. I have time to tell you where we are. We're at Sardinia. It's round 7, sorry. It's 15 laps. It's 2.459 mile length track. We're going to be in seconds time qualifying for 10 minutes on super soft tyres, and then we're going to have only one race. I thought there was 3 races. I thought there was 2 15-minute races and a 40-minute race, but I was wrong. We're going to have a 15-minute race on the super softs only, with times fire tyres, times fire fuel, 5 fuel. There's a lot of F's in that, and then we'll be having a short intermission, going on to race 2 with a 40-minute race, and they're allowed to use super softs, but they have to use the mediums. That's mandatory, and that will be times 5 and times 5 also on the fuel and the tyres. The table then so far in this rival series, we've got Bunny sitting at the top of the table with 261 points. Racer Brown is second on 247 points. So Racer Brown, he's got some work to do, but he does like the tarmac, so he might be back as bad as ever in these 2 rounds. But they're both in the Subarus. The top Mitsubishi guy is in 3rd place. That is Homesick Alien on 244 points, with Shiren in 4th, also for Mitsubishi, on 221 points. Then the next top Subaru driver in 5th is Rido on 170 points, with Guesty in 6th in a Mitsubishi on 159 points. Cthulhu is 7th, and he's taken that maiden win for the Mitsubishi team, and he's on 148 points in 8th place. Pat in his Subaru is on 142 points. Looks like we're having a glitch at the moment. So Pat in 8th in the Subaru on 142 points. 9th is Jokus on, oh gosh, I'm trying to get through the table, but I know there's all sorts of dilemmas happening up here in front. So Jokus is in 9th on 126 points. Jim is in 10th. They're all Subaru drivers on 104 points. Triv GG is 11th for Mitsubishi on 103 points. I don't think Trivs can make it tonight though, so Jim can try and extend that gap, with Turtle in 12th for Mitsubishi on 98 points. Rivixter in 13th for Mitsubishi on 89 points. And Uncle B, Darren, is 14th in the Subaru on 20 points. Then, oh dear, the host has ended everything. It's all come to a crushing halt here at the Rival Series. But I can tell thee, if I take you to the main screen, you get some information as well. Try not to read it while I'm talking. That'll be difficult. So, in the manufacturer's side of this championship, Subaru's at the top with 1,070 points, with Mitsubishi trailing them on 1,062 points. Points in it. So Mitsubishi, if there's not a driver in the, I mean, Homesick Alien, hang on, let me start doing some arithmetic. 17 points behind Bunny. So 2 rounds to go. This is the penultimate round. There's an 8-round series. This is the 7th round. So, Homesick Alien is not mathematically out of this championship yet, and probably not Shiren on 221 points, but, I mean, you'd think Mitsubishi, they're very close in that table. They got left behind a little bit by Subaru, so they've closed the gap up quite a lot after 2 rounds on the mud. So, Mitsubishi, they should be aiming, really, to get some good points out of today. And maybe drive safe. Ooh, he's got orange bars, hasn't he? That's not great. It was full green when I went in there, though. First time. The internet woes of everyone. So in the chat, we've got a couple of people already. Hi, guys. I've been a bit disorganised. I apologise. Turtle, good evening, Thingy. All well today. Do not ask, Turtle. I hate technology. I hate YouTube. Sorry, YouTube, if you're listening, if the bigwigs are listening at YouTube. I'm not that keen on you at the moment. They've changed something. They've changed something with the PS5 and login. Because before, login used to be so simple. I could switch between accounts with no problemo at all. Just a breeze. But now they've done it so you have to individually log in to each account. And to make it worse, I thought I'd logged into my account to cut up some clips for the stewarding of the golfs from Sunday evening. But no, there's two. You can sign in both ways now. You've got to sign in for streaming and broadcasting and sign in for watching. And I'd signed into obviously Thingamajig for watching because that's how you used to always do it. YouTube was just run through the YouTube app thing. And as it turned out, I kept trying to upload videos. So somewhere in the Thingamajig, in the VRC library, unlisted, is probably about 10 stewarding videos that I just kept resending because they were not getting to where they were meant to be getting. So it's just been a mare. It's just been an absolute nightmare. 2 days. Monday and most of today has been taken up by that. And I Googled it, and you think if they changed something, Google would have say, yeah, they've changed the way they do it now. So I was saying PS5 is uploading videos, not arriving to my YouTube channel. But there was nothing about, oh, there's 2 different kinds of YouTubes now. Hello, Homesick. And Pat saying there is a new lobby, sorry. And Darren UBD saying evening thingy. And Homesick Alien pointing upwards to evening or new lobby. I'm in the new lobby. I'm already here. I think. Or he's got fingers crossed that this goes well. I don't know. It's on my phone, so the emoji, I can tell it's a hand. And I don't know if the fingers are pointing up or the fingers are crossed. I think it's fingers crossed, actually, that this goes well. Yeah, I don't think... Oh, Racer Brown's poorly. Oh, yeah, that. Racer Brown. He's not here to contend that. I'm there giving it all the... they've got to finish ahead of Racer Brown. But Racer Brown's not even going to be here to contest. He's got tonsillitis. God knows what he's been sucking this week, but he's got tonsillitis. So, yeah, Racer Brown's sitting this one out. I don't know if he's watching. Hey, Racer Brown, you watching? If you're not watching, then we think you're lying about being ill. And you're probably out partying or something. 2-timing us. He's not watching. He's not that ill, is he? You'd still tune in to a series you raced in, surely. Cheeky. So we're having another go at qualifying. Hopefully it'll work this time. Let's have a look who's left already. I don't know who had the glitch last time, Jokers, but Jokers has made it out onto the track, so that is a good thing. UBD is on his way. So far, so good. Everyone seems to be rolling in the right direction. Rivixter is yet to move, as is Rita. Oh, Rita's got a pit glitch. It looks like we're going to have one of those evenings, people. The Tuesday night blip is back amongst us, and Rito telling Homesick he's got the glitch. And who knows what we can do. What can we do? Did you not get these glitches when I did the replays? Is it me? Am I the one dragging everyone down? That is either a real inferiority complex or a superiority complex. I'm not sure. I either think I am the be-all, the end-all, or I think everything is my fault. I don't know. I need a therapist. We got a therapist out there? Shall we do a therapy session over the chat? Do you want to go get in touch with my inner feelings? What makes Thingamajig tick? It's a tachometer, surely. And there they go. They're all quitting out now because we are having one of those shows where it's a glitch-a-thon. We love it, though. I love it. It makes it interesting. Well, it makes it different. If it's just racing, you'd get bored, wouldn't you? So, yeah. I think he's waiting for these to red exit. And there you go. We're back on this screen again. Shall we go and have a look at members list or something? Oh, we can look at people's cars, though. I do remember that. Let's have a look at Pat. Pat, let's have a look at you. Oh, no. View profile. View player info. I thought you could look at their livery. Maybe they have to be entered. Interesting. Switch information. There is no information. We're having a change time of day just to see if that helps us along with anything. It's a strange one, isn't it? So let's have a look. Yeah, you have to be in to check their livery. There we go. Oh, for heaven's sake. There's the car livery. There's the helmet. There's Captain America's race suit. Very good, Ribs. I like it. And no one else has entered still. So we can not look until they enter. And we've changed the rooms. And Jim, the first. Oh, Jim. I'm following you, Jim. I'm there, Jim. Oh, no, it's Rido I just clicked on. Where did Jim go? Jim, I'm with you. Let's check that livery. So there we go. He's in the Subaru Monster. Very nice Sky helmet. And nice looking VRC livery, suit livery there. Very nice. Jokers. Let's have a look at Jokers and then we'll go. We'll enter, honestly. We'll enter. I just want to have a look at one last one. Check livery. There we go. Oh, yes. Oh, matching helmet. And again, a VRC. Look at these. I think flogging these cheap down the market or something. Everyone seems to have one. Hey? They're meant to be like only a select few. I think if you've driven for VRC, I think Jokers has, though. And he was in that Team V team, wasn't it? So there you go. Quali is starting. Some pretty cars out there. There's Cthulhu in his Mitsubishi Fanta. Put the fizz back in the fun. Or the fun in the fizz. Fizz on the fun. So we're waiting for them to come out of the pits. Here they come. Let's hope we have no glitches. I think we're at our glitch limit now. If anyone has a glitch, I think they might have to just wait out qualifying and come back at the end. But so far, Ribs is out. Uncle B, it's Rido's the concern. Oh, Rido, it's not happening, man. I think, mate. I'm sorry, bud. I think you might have to sit out quali. I mean, I don't know. It's not a fair thing. Rido's saying glitch again, but it may be that. Oh look, Cthulhu's got fast lane on his car. It's catching on. Fast lane expanding. Great stuff. Fast lane conveyors. Fastest conveyors in the West. If you need all your conveyor needs, go to fast lane. They are the bee's knees. You wanna do some indoor surfing? Fast lane conveyors is your first stop. And there we go. Warming up some tyres there. The Russian sensation. Jokers as well. Oh, I love it. I love a wiggle on. Hey, more of this. Let's get these tyres right warmed up. Ready for qualifying as they're backing off. There's Pat letting Jim through. It's all very close cameras. I've asked for the far away camera, but there we go. There's the Ribs getting her heated up, getting the Mitzi set up and ready to go. Cthulhu still coming around. He's going to hit the line. I thought Homesick was the first man on track. Can't even see where Homesick's gone. Oh, Homesick stopped for some reason on his outlap. Maybe, I bet he's messaging Rido saying, sorry dude, you might have to wait. I don't know, he's off the track. So, Homesick Alien doing reset your stuff, mate. We'll stop after quali. There you go. He was typing. So there's Cthulhu making his way around. Race winner. I don't think it was last round. Yeah, last round. Race winner, last round. Second race. Great stuff from him. They were a great couple of rounds. If you haven't seen them on the PooTube, then check them out. Rido has left the room. He's going to go and reset all his gear. And then, yes, he'll have to go to the back of the grid, I'm afraid. But it is in the rules and regulations that they'll reset a game like once or I think twice at best. But it's down to, you know, if everyone else is ready to go and one person just keeps glitching, we could spend hours, couldn't we, trying to get that thing sorted. So here at Sardinia, it's very, very picturesque, I'd say. Making our way around. I love that shot of the mountain. And there is a UBD in his pink Subaru. Ooh, Cthulhu's gone across the line, but Bunny's gone through quicker. Remember, Bunny will be looking for maximum points here. Shiren has gone third fastest. Ooh, Guesty's gone fastest of all in his Mitsubishi. In the Monster Zebra, looking great. Shiren fourth fastest. Joker's fifth fastest so far. Jim is the sixth fastest person out there. So Rivixter got seventh fastest. Pat has got eighth fastest. Homesick Alien is yet to cross the line. And UBD also yet to cross the line. Here comes Homesick Alien now. Down the drop towards the start straight, the finish line. And he posts himself fourth fastest with a 127.3. 6/10 behind Cthulhu. Remember, they're all on the racing super softs, I believe, because of it being a 15-minute sprint race. And then that will be followed up by a 40-minute endurance race. UBD setting a time. And he's still in 10th place. UBD a 1:30. 1.2 seconds off of Pat. UBD is like an enigma. One lap he'll be at the top, and then he gets these odd rounds where he's not far. He might make a mistake, in all fairness. He'll probably come back stronger. But Guesty's out there. No Cthulhu now going fastest of all. And for any of you keeping an eye out, Racer Brown still yet to comment. He's skiving. He's gone out on the Raz. Tonsillitis from the bum. Jim's set a good time of 6th place there in his Subaru. Rivixter also putting in a time for 8th, just behind him. Let's have a look at Guesty. Guesty, can he snatch that back? Oh, he's already crossed the line, so it'll be this lap, and he's just pushing that Mitsubishi further than she would like to go, I am sure. Homesick Alien coming towards the line. What's he going to get out of this? He does go faster, but he stays in 4th, half a second behind Bunny. So that's a Mitsubishi Subaru combo going on at the moment. Mitsubishi's really up there scoring points. That's good for the table, the championship. Oh, UBD, there he goes. He must have heard me. Must have heard me saying he's up and then he's down. You're up, then you're down. You're in, then you're out. You're up and then around. You never know. I can't know the words. I'll have to get the words. I'll sing it to you later. That'll be a treat. So UBD putting in a time for Subaru there. Cthulhu going faster, but not fast enough. 300ths off of UBD's time. Guesty coming up towards the line. Shiren's gone faster, but stayed in 6th. Guesty coming towards the line. What has he got? He doesn't go faster this time around. How about Bunny? Bunny's just started a lap. Homesick Alien's coming close to the end. Jim just went faster, but Rivixter just pipped him across the line there. Jim doing a 28.1. The Rivs following it up with a 26. That's very good. And Homesick, he's just coming up towards the line now. And he'll be wanting to get some maximum points while Racer Brown is away at the retreat. He's getting himself ready for the final round. Homesick Alien does not go faster. We've got 3 minutes left of qualifying. UBD coming around. Can he just edge that speed a little further on from them guys? Not this lap, but he was only 2/10 off. That's pretty close, if you ask me. Cthulhu, what's he need to find? 300ths, wasn't it? Guesty's only 2/10 off of Cthulhu's time. Bunny's only a 10th off of Guesty's time. So, there we go. There's Cthulhu. Going towards the line now, followed by Bunny. He's quite close. I wonder if he's not close enough to get toe. There's Cthulhu. Doesn't go any faster. Bunny doesn't go any faster either. I saw someone. I've lost who it was. Across the line. They didn't go any faster. Shiren. He doesn't go any faster. Rivixter. He's done quite a good time. He's only 6/10 off of Shiren, half a second ahead. Here comes Jim. Can Jim get that place back off Rivs? Not this time around. UBD's gone into the pits. He's done enough, he thinks. Leaving himself wide open. And Pat's just going over towards the line. Pat doesn't go any faster. Still in 10th place. Jim in 9th. Jokers in 8th. So Jokers has just gone faster. Well done, Jokers. 28.0. Put himself a 10th ahead of Jim. Rivixter 3/10 ahead of Jokers. They've got to be pretty much on their final run now. They might just cross the line, you know. These ones, definitely Shiren. Might get another lap in here. Shiren in 6th place. Behind Homesick Alien. Bunny chasing down Cthulhu. Bunny got a little closer there. Maybe he can get a tow. Coming into this final lap, I'm not sure. Can Cthulhu find that 300th of a second and put Mitsubishi back on pole position? Not this time. Bunny, can he get a Subaru up there? Bunny has gone faster. He's moved ahead of Guesty, I believe. 100ths of a second. Guesty, though, he's getting purples. Is he going for pole? Kaboom! Kaboom with a big bang. Guesty grabbing pole position. Homesick Alien is just coming around these final corners. There's a couple of people ahead of him as well. Who is it? Shiren? Oh, Rivs. Jokers going faster up into 7th place. Excuse me. I'll try and mute that, but that crept up on me. So the Rivs, there's someone just ahead of him. Pat goes faster. He's still in 10th. Rivixter, he goes faster as well, doesn't he? But he doesn't go anywhere. And it was Homesick I wanted to get back for, but he's already crossed the line. He goes faster as well, but stays in 5th. Shiren. They're all on their final lap now. The flag's out. Who is that then? Hang on. Sorry, there you go. It's Bunny. So Cthulhu's dropped behind Bunny, has he? Oh, Cthulhu's had a terrible final lap, it seems. Dropped back a few places. So this could be a chance for Bunny to seize pole from Guesty. Get their Mitsubishis off of that top slot. And no, he does not do it. Cthulhu's there. I think there is a car in between them, but I mean, we'll be bouncing around forever trying to find them. It was Shiren, sorry. So Shiren, oh no, Cthulhu does get another lap. Oh no, he hasn't reached the line yet, sorry. He doesn't go any faster. Yeah, we suspected he'd had a bad one. Guesty's crossed the line, he doesn't go any faster. I think Homesick, he's greens. Jim's gone faster, into 7th. He's jumped up to 7th from 9th, so great qualifying from Jim there in the end. Homesick Alien, he's come across Rivixter. Is that gonna impede him? He's a little bit wide. He wants that toe, doesn't he? You can see he wants the toe. Doesn't care how close Rivixter is. He wants that boost. Pat's gone faster. And so does Homesick, but stays in 5th place. Pat stayed 10th, 9th for Rivixter. Jokers in 8th. Jim is 7th fastest. Shiren 6th. And Jim only 3/10 off of Shiren's time. Homesick Alien is 5th, 3/10 behind Bunny. Bunny only a 10th off of the Mitsubishi Cthulhu there. 300ths off of your UBD's time. He'll be starting on the front row alongside a Guesty in the Mitsubishi. Absolutely cracking little qualifying, that one. And great stuff from Mitsubishi, showing good pace. So in the chat, Turtle saying, let's go Mitsies. Yes, bro, they're doing well so far. And Guesty, an absolute stunning lap of 125.851. 8 thousandths ahead of UBD in the end, and UBD only being 300ths ahead of Cthulhu. It's very tight up there, 4 times. Homesick Alien only 3/10 off of Bunny, less than half a second off of pole. Shiren also half a second off of the Alien's time there. Jim very close in on the action in 7th. Jokers thought he'd done enough there near the end, jumped up into 7th, but Jim just pipping him right at the dead of qualifying. Rivixter having a solid run for 9th in his Mitsubishi with Pat 8/10 in the end. He was off. He got that fastest lap there at the end, and a 1:28.395. So I'm sure we'll see a nice little battle between them. And don't forget, they'll exit out, so let us not get too excited, as they will exit out, and then Rido will be added into the mix also. So as we sit here patiently waiting for the host, Homesick Alien, to give us the shout that it is time to quit out. And oh, I'll take them off though, even if they are going to exit. You forgot the it, Homesick. You just got the X. They might not X. Hey, nice touch. That's very good. I like that. That was awesome. Sorry, I'm being quiet. I'm reading Discord. It's nothing to do with this either. Oh, there's a new championship. Oh, I can talk about it. Yeah, I'm free. I'm free. About the next Tuesday evening entertainment for you on the YouTube is, and I'm sure it's opened up, so I can now say, following this, the Rivals series, which has been an absolute blast. We are going to have a Ferrari sprint trophy, like the Porsche sprint trophy that was. I mean, we can't just keep using Porsches. So they've moved on. They've moved on from the blooming Porsche, and now they're doing a Ferrari sprint trophy. Let's see if I can find some information out for you. I don't know if it's group, I'm assuming it's group 4. Yeah, group 4 Ferraris, Italia. 3 sprints. And they're going to try and use as close to the tracks as the actual real sprints do. So I don't know how that's going to work with like tracks like Valencia. I don't know. Maybe it's going to be just replaced with Spain. There's tracks there, but there's not even tracks that are on the game. So I don't know. Homesick sending in the sorry, my phone was vibrating. I looked down, it's Homesick sending in the qualifying results, and we're just setting ourselves up here for race 1 as they donut themselves crazy. Sharon taking the opportunity to learn a bit about the car. Bunny getting that back end. They all emulate Spinjacker. There is no one can get it round like Spinjacker can, but Bunny's there having a good go at it. He's got he's got a good momentum, but it slows down a bit. See, you know, it's still not on that level of Skyjacker, I am afraid. I don't want to be biased, but I haven't seen a man spin a car quite so elegantly as our man Spinjacker. Cerrido out there. This is a sprint race, if you've forgotten. Oh, nice Cthulhu. The back end just kind of met the front end. And there he goes again, revving her up. And the final now is starting. We will be a go-go. So wake me up before you go-go. Don't leave me hanging on like a solo. Mofo. Wake me up before you go-go. Don't leave me hanging on like a chop. My wife said she knew it until I started saying random words. Solo, innit? Don't leave me solo. Don't leave me Han Solo. So here we are. We're on the grid for round 7 of the Rivals Series. Guesty having an absolute stonking qualifying, and it's going to replace it with a good start. No, it looks like the Subaru making an absolute blinder from UBD. He pulls away, and Guesty's being taken by the other Subaru. Those Subarus get away from the line rather swiftly. My word, Cthulhu is in the mix as well, though. No, maybe it was just the start. Maybe Guesty's start just not as hot as those around him, but Bunny straight up into the lead. Cthulhu down up into second. UBD, who initially took that pole from, or the lead from Guesty. Guesty's still there though with Homesick Alien, making himself large in their mirrors. Shiren holding on ahead of Joker's. Rido up into 8th, ahead of Jim, who's ahead of Rivixter in 9th, and Pat is in 11th. But Bunny again streaking away, but Cthulhu's setting chase. He's not letting him get away with it. It's a 15-minute dash to the checkered flag. UBD in 3rd, ahead of Guesty in 4th. Homesick Alien in 5th. The Jokas has got himself ahead of Shiren. Absolute cracking news there. And Shiren coming back at Jokas. And Jokas standing firm as they go a little wide. And Homesick also would have lost a bit of momentum on that kitty litter. So Shiren looking to make 2 places up here. Absolute no. Homesick. Oh no. Joker's coming back through again. Oh no. And Rido on the other side. Rido up into 6th place. Start from the back of the grid. And Rido doing very well in this series. That Subaru very much suiting him. And he's making great gains as well. As Shiren, he looked like he was going to make a move on the Alien and then drop down a further 2 positions. Very strange. Bunny not managing to shake off that Cthulhu problem that he's got, and it's sticking with him. But UBD seems to be catching him up again. He was battling. There's Homesick Alien making moves. Homesick Alien up into 4th, Joker's 5th. Someone's dropped. Who the hell? Guesty. Oh no, Guesty down in 11th. Guesty has obviously had a small off, and he's lost a lot of places. Bunny there in 1st, Cthulhu in 2nd, UBD in 3rd, Homesick Alien hunted him down in the Mitsubishi 4th, Jokers in the Subaru in 5th. Then we got Rido in the Subaru in 6th. Shirendo trying to make a move on our man Rido. But Rido standing firm just ahead in 6th. What a great start from Rido. Up there, like a rat up a drain pipe. Then 8th place for Pat. Pat making positions up there on obviously Guesty, who has had an issue. He's putting fastest laps in. He's 6 seconds adrift of the Rivs. 12 minutes, and the pure pace that we saw of Guesty in qualifying. There's a good chance he might be able to catch up Rivixter and Jim. With Bunny though still out there, he's extended that lead by a couple of tenths. Cthulhu still hunting him down with UBD trailing him by 1.5 seconds. Homesick Alien's out wide again, and Jokers is up into 4th for the Subaru team, and this is going well for Subaru. 1st, 3rd and 4th, 5th even, because Rido's also got himself ahead of Homesick Alien. Now we're going to have to see something rather special from our resident alien that still misses his home. So much so it makes him sick. So sat on board with Homesick Alien as he hunts himself down a couple of Subarus in his Mitsubishi. The Lovebot is in the chat. She's so nice. And there we go, Homesick Alien making short work of Rido in the braking zone. Just totally outbraked him late on those brakes for Alien, and just whipped up the inside, but he's going wide again. He just can't get the grip in the corner, and he's had a little knock on Shiren by accident, but Shiren survives, and Homesick Alien slips down another position. Oh my word, what are we witnessing? So Bunny though still leading for 9 tenths ahead of Cthulhu, with a UBD a second behind. He's gained as well. He's gained on Cthulhu, I'm sure of it, and Cthulhu is not losing ground to Bunny, and this is very tense out here in the front. We've 5 minutes virtually through, just over 10 to go. Joker's in a solid 4th place. That would be absolutely awesome for Joker's there. Rido in 5th, then we got Shiren in 6th, Pat's in 7th, but Pat, he thinks we're still on the dirt from the last 2 rounds. He's missing the dirt that much. He's trying to get back on it again. I think that might be what Homesick's doing. He misses it. There it goes again. Oh, Pat. He really is missing that dirt. And again? No. Just enough on. So home, let's see. Has some ground to make up. Pat not too far behind him. Rivixter still ahead of... no, I think Rivixter's got ahead of Jim. I apologise. And as I said, Guesty, if he started putting some stellar laps in, he'd be catching those boys up. And there he is. Interstellar Guesty. Bunny though, 1.4, he's pulled some time. Catula's lost time because UBD is drawing up close to the back of the Fanta Mitsubishi. And Shiren now, another Mitsubishi in fourth, chasing them down. He's 6 seconds adrift of these three, battling out for the podium. So it might be some ground for Shiren to make up. But at the moment, these guys are going great guns out there in first, second and third. Bunny getting a little bit breathing space. As Catula obviously making a small mistake on that last lap. Letting UBD close up on him, but now Catula slowly edging away from UBD, trying to catch back up with Bunny, hoping Bunny makes a mistake, and man alive, he doesn't regularly make mistakes. So Bunny, Catula might be waiting for a while. There is a UBD car 96 we're sat on board with now as he pilots his Subaru into those bends quite masterfully. He's not letting that Cthulhu get away from him. Rido up into fourth place. Jokas has slipped down. Oh no. Jokas doing a 31.5 that last time around. And now Rido, but Shiren's going for it. Shiren up that inside. Is that the same place Homesick got him? I think so. I think Rido must be being a little bit too over on the brakes in that corner because Shiren and Homesick both got him, but they went wide this time around. Shiren does not go wide, and now Shiren up into fourth place with Rido in fifth. But Rido all up in Shiren's business. You can't even see Shiren because Rido's going through. Has he outbraked himself? Not quite. Beautiful move. Oh no, Shiren's coming back. Shiren is coming back at Rido, but wow, Rido nearly got the move made there. UBD has really caught up with Catula on this lap. The battle for second place in front of us. But I think, oh, and Catula's gone wide. He's got himself back on again in the Mitsubishi. But UBD is virtually on his bumper now, looking for a way past. UBD looks one way, he's looking the other way. Can he find a chink in the armour of Catula? Catula keeping it on the inside, but UBD just draws a little bit ahead. Catula late brakes. Catula's out wide. Catula's out wide, and UBD is up into second place. It's been a while since we see UBD on the podium, so great stuff from Uncle B Darren so far in his Subaru. We've got a Subaru 1-2, Mitsubishi 3-4. Subaru fifth place is Rido, but he's got Homesick Alien catching him up rather rapidly. Joker's slipping down even more. What has happened to Joker's? Is it the tyres? It could well be the tyres. His tyres are looking a little torn up. Just might have to brake it that little bit earlier. Oh, he's gone, and so's Rido. He nearly caught Rido in the sand trap, and Rido obviously losing it. Those tyres starting to go away from these boys. Not getting that grip that they had. Bunny 3 seconds ahead of UBD. UBD, he's usually bad on his tyres, but he seems to be okay at the moment. And Catula, so where are we at? We're nearly 9 minutes. They've used half a tank up. So they are definitely going to have to pit a few times in that 40-minute race. Catula 2 seconds behind Shiren. In fourth. Homesick Alien now up to fifth after Rido falling off the track. Pat, who qualified last. Well, Rido was last because he didn't qualify. But Pat... No, Pat got that last lap in, didn't he? Went up to about 8th, I think. So, sorry, Pat, you weren't last. But Pat up into 6th place. Jokas fighting with that Subaru with his tyres going away from him. He's starting to lose cohesion with the track. And it's looking a little sloppy there from the Polish driver. Rido keeping it clean, trying to catch him up. He knows his tyres are... Well, his tyres are very good on the right-hand side. But Guesty, look at Guesty. He's got himself past Jim and the Rivs. Rivs in... Jim and Rivs are having a lovely close little race here, aren't they? But Guesty, he's got himself by, and he's caught up Rido. We've got 5 minutes left of racing to go. Pat's only a second and a bit ahead of Jokas. Joker's only a second ahead of Rido, so Guesty, there's still plenty of opportunity here for the pole sitter to get some nice points. And he needs to, and taking them away from Subaru is exactly what Mitsubishi needs in this championship, where they're only 8 points behind Subaru. Pat, he cannot keep with the Alien pulling away a little bit. He's not catching up with Shiren too much. Shiren's not catching up with Cthulhu. Cthulhu about similar from UBD, and UBD 3.8 seconds from Bunny. So Bunny, he's just slam dunking this bad boy. While Racer Brown is away, Bunny is doing the business for him. UBD then in second spot with Cthulhu. Chasing him down. In fourth place we have Shiren, the Russian sensation. He's had a good race, not great qualifying, but he's had a good race. Looks like he's had a couple of knocks along the way though. Alien car looks absolutely fresh, bruv. In fifth place with Pat in sixth, Jokus in seventh. Guesty's got himself ahead of Rido. I should just stay with Guesty. He's a man on the move. He's got himself ahead of Rido. Rido having a really strong race, but I think the tyres going away from Rido is really costing him. And now Rivixter finding himself with an opportunity to move up into single digits as Rido fights with that Subaru and the tyres going away from him, and Rivixter is hot on his tails, will jump on board with the rivs. As he tries to grab the toe from Rido down this start straight, and Riv's tyres I think in a little better state than Rido's. Rido will have to be very careful in the braking zone as well. He can't late brake this one or he's going to go wide. And he's held on so far. Not bad actually, not bad from Rido. On an old set of tyres there, and the rivs applying the pressure. And Rido just absolutely soaking it up at this point in the race. Guesty 4 seconds already up the road, and will Guesty be catching up? And Jokus, he's 6/10 behind, and there's another position ahead of that, Pat also. So Jokus is catching Pat up, and Guesty's catching Jokus up. We're in for a treat here. We've got 2 minutes left on the clock, so we'll get another lap at least out of this, maybe 2. No, not 2, that's silly talk. But we're going to get another lap as, oh no, Pat's wide, he's come back on, Joker's avoided him, Guesty's through as well, Pat down to 8th, oh, your heart bleeds, Pat was having a cracking one, and but it's slipped down for him, and now Joker stands in the way of Guesty getting 6th place with Homesick Alien crossing the line, and is he closing up on Shiren? Shiren did a 29.1 last time around, Homesick Alien doing a 28.7, so he's definitely faster than Shiren. And it could be just down to the tyres there. Similar tyre wear on both cars. Cthulhu doing a solid job for that podium position for Mitsubishi. And I don't know, I don't think he's closing in on UBD. And Bunny out there, absolutely loving life. Look at him, cracking on, as you do. I think he's going to get another lap. So that's what I meant by they'll get another lap. Because, yeah, Bunny's going to get across the line before the timer runs out. UBD, more than likely, get across the line before the time. Well, I don't know. It ain't going to take them 45 seconds. It's only like a minute and a half lap. It's not going to take them 45 seconds to get around this last quarter of the track, is it? I would have thought. But I may be wrong. Possibly. Oh, in amongst all the love bot, Mama Homesick. Hey Thingy, come on Homesick, and the Mitzi team. Hi Mama Homesick. Thank you for lunch on Sunday, it was tasty. So Bunny crossing the line to start the final lap. UBD also getting another lap in under his belt. Cthulhu gets to run for one more lap, and they're down 15 minutes, a quarter of a fuel tank. We'll try and remember that. Shiren gets another lap in. Homesick Alien, oh, he just got in there under the line, I think. And Guesty will be your first finisher, and he did get ahead of Joker's. Oh, Joker's dropped behind Pat. So Guesty's your first finisher in 6th, Pat 7th. And Jokas comes home in 8th, Rido in 9th, Rivixter in 10th place, with Jim home in 11th. And man alive, they've all got a tale to tell. They've all got their cars up to about 5th place at this point in this race. Jokers was up there. What's going on? Any action here? This doesn't seem... Homesick Alien is catching up with Shuren, but I just don't think he's got enough lap left in it for him to actually do anything. Shuren is being... No, he's got no chance, has he? 2 seconds in... Well, 1.5 seconds and a bit. 2 corners. Need Shuren to make an absolute donkey's ear of these corners, and he doesn't. He gets through nice and smooth. 1.8 seconds, but it's Bunny we're cutting to as he comes over the brow of the hill down towards that checkered flag waving high for the winner of round 7. There he goes, UBD, an absolute perfect podium position for the pink Subaru, and Cthulhu bringing it home for Mitsubishi in 3rd. Take a boo, my son. Shuren coming home for that 4th, but he's going a bit wide, but he's already got it, and Homesick Alien in 5th. So they are your positions so far, and a couple of Subarus at the top there, but there was a big batch of Mitsubisis. There he goes, no trophy for the sprint. You'll have to get it in the feature. So he got the fastest lap as well. I'm going to take you to the race results. Now I'm going to try and nip out for a fag because everything's a bit of a rush this evening with all my YouTube woes that I had. Oh, I could have broken something. I wanted to Hulk smash. So there you go. Bunny driving for Fast Lane Conveyors. They are supreme, and he takes the win today. No one could get close to him. He's in his PRC overalls. Naughty, but why not? What's he driving? Has he got a manufacturer on there as well? That would be really funny. It's a Japanese car at least. But yes, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Oh, I like to see their overalls. So Bunny took the win. UBD came home in 2nd place. Uncle B Darren, a great drive from Uncle B Darren, taking it away from Cthulhu there and earning good points for Subaru. Sorry, is that arrow getting on your nerves? I'll move it. So UBD coming home in 2nd for Subaru. And then we have a whole host of Mitsies after that, with Cthulhu getting 3rd place, with Shuren in 4th, Homesick Alien having 5th. He needed a better round than that. He wanted to gain some major points on Racer Brown, but he knows that. He doesn't need me to say. Guesty in 6th, God knows, man put it on pole. Must have had something go wrong because he was right at the back, but what a drive, what a comeback for Guesty. Up into 6th, and what can I say about this next lot? Pat in 7th, who also was riding up there high as well. Although he came back as well, he dropped further back than that. Oh, why have I done that? Oh, Pat in 7th. There we go. Sorry. So yeah, Pat in 7th, but he was following Homesick for the longest of times there, but dropped back behind Jokers, so he gained, he lost. Jokers was up there in 4th at one point, and it looked like he was having a good drive, but I think his tyres started going away from him, and then it started looking a little messy from the Polish driver, but good because I'm sure he fell further back than that. So 8th, Rido in 9th, also another one that was looking solid until those tyres started slipping away from him. Rivixter in 10th and Jim in 11th place. And Bunny got your fastest lap with a 1:26.917. Right, I don't know if he said a time. 20:55. 5 minutes? Right, well, we'll see how this goes. I might see you about 5 minutes into the race, guys. But, you know, be lucky. No, I'll be back. I'll try and be back. Honestly, I will try. 5 minutes isn't very long. I have to roll them as well. It's not like, you know, anything else. Cool. See you soon. Hey crazy gang, how you doing out there? I'm back for the next race, race 2, which is a 40-minute endurance race. I haven't even drank the hot beverage yet, believe it or not. Oh, I better put an R. Look, what you, Pat, get out. Go on. R. R is the only form we recognise here at the Empire, the Imperial Empire. Thank you. We don't want any of that rebel scum around here. Thank you very much. That is the way. Well, this is the way. Let me just get me hot beverage on before we move on. Oh, I think you heard every single gulp of that, and I think you know how nice it was. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. I don't mind doing those gulps and stuff now, because I've heard there's a whole community out there that like listening to videos of people just, I don't know, making some weird noise of some kind, and they just, what is it, AMSL or something like that? AMSL? You know, I don't know. Well, yeah, people, there ain't now as strange as folk, I've got to say. So it's a reverse grid. Didn't even give that a single thought. Reverse grid, so Jim on pole. We can see the lights going as well. I didn't notice that in sprint. That would have been handy. And it's a go-go here, and Jim's having an absolute good start, but Rido looked like he was getting in there as well. Rido having a cracking start as well, up into second. Rivixter slipping back. The Mitsubishis don't seem to start as well as the Subarus. The Subarus are absolutely nifty off the line. Joker's then getting that third, but Rido's had a bit of an off. Rido having an off. I saw him driving back onto the track, slipping down. Jim still leading from Joker's, but Joker's absolutely on him at the moment. Subaru on Subaru action, but Joker's is now wide. His back end's hanging around. He's had a little, he's had a knock with Pat, but Pat survived, stayed up there in second place, but Guesty's got his inside line on Pat now, and Pat's scurrying to keep that second place from Guesty. Subaru v Mitsubishi, the rivals, the rivalry that it is. And Rivixter there holding on to fourth, Joker slipping down into fifth. Then we have Sharen in seventh, because Cthulhu's just moved up into sixth place. Then we have a Bunny in eighth, ahead of Homesick Alien ninth, UBD in 10th, and Rido there in 11th. We saw Rido having a little go wide, and he's ended up at the back of the pack, but Jim off to an absolute special start out there. He's nearly 2 seconds ahead of Pat, and this is the battle here. Look, oh, Rivs has gone, I don't know, Joker's is waiting, so Joker's obviously felt like he'd had a little tap on the Rivs. The Rivs going wide, and now Joker's having to redress, and Guesty is still battling it up with Pat. He's going for that break into this. Oh no, it's not really a break. I said it was like heavy braking. I've got my Sardinias mixed up. I thought it was that one with the big sand trap at the end of the straight, but it's not. Oh, and who is it? Guesty. Guesty's gone wide. Guesty's overcooked it up the hill, and Pat now gets to pull away from Guesty, and Rivixter not close enough to gain from Guesty's little mistake. And now, oh, Joker's having a look at Bunny. Look at Bunny already up into fifth, and Rivs there just trying to stay on the track as Bunny fights his way through and up to fourth already, with Joker's and the Rivs going side by side in that corner. Then we have a UBD in 7th, with Homesick Alien in 8th. Sharen slipped back to 9th. Cthulhu slipped back to 10th. We've had some slips. And Rido there in 11. And there is some slippage going on in the pack. But Jim at the moment 3.5 seconds ahead of Pat. Pat only 9/10 though. Ahead of Guesty. Guesty coming back. And we know Guesty was very fast. Oh, we look at the tyres as well. Jim is on the racing softs. Pat on the racing mediums. Guesty's gone for racing mediums. There is Bunny on the mediums also. Oh, Joker's having an absolute slingshot up the inside. He's on the mediums. Rivixter there. Caught napping a bit, I think, on mediums, with UBD in there on the mediums, Homesick Alien on the mediums, Cthulhu's on the mediums, Sharen is on the mediums, and also Rido. So is it only Jim that's gone out there on the softs? Are these, they're never, not on any way on earth, are these guys going to be able to no-stop it? They are going to have to pit at some point. Oh, and there's Guesty trying to fight his way through Pat. Pat trying to close the door on him, but a little too late. They're still side by side, but now Guesty is through, and Pat's got to watch himself because Bunny was trying to have a little sneaky look himself at the Pats. And these are Subarus, and that's a Mitsubishi. If Pat hasn't got the pace to keep up with Guesty, yeah, I mean, well, yeah. They need the points, Subaru. Mitsubishi are doing very well scoring points, but they did have 2 winners up there. And there we go. Bunny is through to chase down Guesty in the Mitsubishi, whilst Subaru is leading at the moment. Got a long way to go, though. 36 minutes still. Homesick Alien up to 5th now, and Uncle B is in 6th. Cthulhu's made his way up to 7th. Shiren in 8th. Ridos of Jokers has dropped back. And Show has the ribs into 11th. Oh, that's such a gut wrencher, but it is a long race. There is plenty there. 5 seconds for Jim at the moment. I bet his head is spinning out there. Unbelievable stuff. Now, we saw that their racing super softs were going off definitely after about 10 minutes, wasn't it, in the sprint race. So they're looking good, his tyres at the moment. A quarter of a tank of fuel. I don't know if the other guys are going to try and save. No, because I guess he's on a quarter. Bunny also about a quarter of a tank on those racing mediums. They just want to be on the faster tyre come the end of the race, these guys, obviously. But Jim, he's going out there, and one thing on his mind, he's just going to try and build up a big enough lead. Oh, a bit wide there for Jim, but he's out there trying to build up a big enough lead to get that pit stop done before these guys. Guesty, though, coming with an absolute... I don't know. Oh, I don't know if... I think I'm not in control of the VRC YouTube. I just stream on the VRC. Sorry, someone's just told me I can get rid of the love bot. I can block the love bot thing, but I don't think I can. I can block it from me seeing it. We can all swipe it sideways, and you can block it from seeing it. But I'm not logged into VRC. I'm kind of logged in on my PS5, but that's all. On my phone, I'm watching on my channel, Thingamajig channel. I'm making up numbers. It's cheating. But yeah, when I'm watching your comments and stuff, it's just because I'm watching on Thingamajig. I can even say hello. I type in hello as Thingamajig. See, there I am. So I'm just viewing it. I'm not actually logged into VRC. I can't physically block Loveface. Don't you like Loveface, Turtle? What's the matter with you? She's a real stunner. She'll take everything off your credit card. She don't. I don't know. I don't even know how you get involved with Loveface. There's no link there or anything. So I don't know. I just tend to ignore it now. It was funny at first, but that bot don't half fill up the chat. But Jim there, 3.5 seconds. So Guesty, the tyres maybe. Jim is starting to feel the tyres. He was 5 seconds. Bunny's starting to put in the pressure, though. It's a Mitsubishi driver. Guesty's got to try and hold... Oh! As I'm saying, Guesty's got to try and hold that line ahead of Bunny. He goes wide, but he's just managed to stay ahead. But Bunny looks like he is aiming to get by the Guesty, and there he does it, doesn't he? He's done. He's through. He's up into second. That little off for Guesty. Proving absolutely great for Bunny, and now Bunny 3.5 seconds behind Jim on those medium tyres. Got some ground gain, but here we go. Mitsubishi in the tow in third. Homesick Alien's up to 4th already. Cthulhu, they're all shuffling around. I should just have a look around. I got sort of sidetracked with everything else. Oh, Carbon Dwarf saying hello thingy. All right, Carbon, how's that? How's that then, eh? How's No Man's Sky? He's not watching. He's just giving me numbers because I moan at him at work. So he puts me on he puts me on and mutes me and ignores the racing and plays No Man's Sky. So Cthulhu there in 4th place. He's got himself ahead of Homesick. Sorry, I'm missing some cracking racing. I'm there in the mindset of, oh, it's a 40-minute race, and it's really all going to start happening around the pit stops. But here we got some absolute dynamite racing down here, it seems. Cutula back up into 4th. We saw he was up there, then slipped back, and now he's back again in 4th place, ahead of Homesick Alien. Pat in 6th, having a not bad race there at all. It has to be said. I thought he'd slip further back, but Shiren in 7th, Jokers in 8th, Rido in 9th, UBD slipped out of it. Has he pitted? No. Maybe on lap 3. But he was on mediums, they're already worn, there's no fuel on. No, I think just lap 3, he must have had an absolute shocker. But he's back into the 29s now. Rivixter's dropped back quite a bit as well. Yeah, a shocker on lap 3. Maybe him and UBD had a bit of a coming together, I don't know. We did not see it, but lap 3, they lost a big chunk of time, the pair of them. Jim, 4 seconds. He's pulled away a little bit from Bunny now. So Jim, at 28.2. Jim finding a bit more pace in that Subaru as he makes his way around. Carbon in the chat saying, oh, he's watching. Are you watching? Did you hear my rant about YouTube? I've been moaning at him all day about the whole YouTube thing and how it's changed and how irritated I was with it. Oh, it was just a perfect storm. Because Carbon can attest, work at the moment's frustrating. Probably can't say too much else about it, but, you know, it's frustrating trying to get anything done. And then the whole YouTube scenario was absolutely driving me insane. Oh, and Guesty's coming back at Bunny now. Bunny's still holding on though. And then my lad, my eldest, gave me a load of math for absolutely no reason this evening. I went into his room just to give him pre-warning. I was streaming. You know, I was greeted with the worst he's ever been to me. I was really taken aback. So, oh, Homesick Alien's moving ahead of Cthulhu now. These two changing positions all over the place. So yeah, all of those things, and I was ready to pop just before we came on air. I'm alright now though, I feel chilled, I'm alright. Could have done longer with for a fag homesick, but you know, these are the things. I know we were late getting off because of the issues we were having. Homesick Alien though, holding on to that 4th place. This is a beautiful battle we're having. I should talk about the racing instead of my schnizzle. But Cthulhu chasing down the Alien here on medium tyres, half a tank of fuel for Cthulhu. Pat's 2.5 seconds behind this battle. I say this battle, but it does look like Homesick Alien has now pulled out the stops and he's pulling away. Guesty and Bunny, we'll go back and check on that. That's the Jim's there. He's 2.3 seconds now ahead of Bunny, but Bunny is bringing Guesty along. Guesty, he can't shake Guesty off. These two are just around about half a tank. Guesty's fuel is a little bit better than Bunny's. Jim's just a little bit worse, but his tyres do look like they're hitting that moment. We're about 12 minutes. We did see a couple of the guys in the sprint race really struggling on their tyres, and Jim is losing a bit of time. But how long does a fuel tank last? Because Jim doesn't really want to pit until he knows he can get a full tank to the end of the race. Bunny, Guesty having another look, but Bunny stays on that inside to protect it. And there's nowhere for Guesty to go. Guesty just has to sit there and plot another way by Bunny. Homesick Alien still ahead of Cthulhu, but Cthulhu's closed back up again on the Alien. So Homesick Alien not managing. He was 8/10 when we left them. And now look at it, it's very tight. Looks like Cthulhu looking to make another move, but Cthulhu just has to get a little bit heavier on his brakes there, but Homesick, no. But Homesick was going a bit wide in that corner. So Cthulhu 2.5 tenths now. Homesick Alien's just managing to stay ahead of the Spaniard. Then let's have a look. We haven't looked around much, have we? There's Shiren in 6th. Pat's lost a position to Shiren, but they're very close together. Rido's coming along with him as well in 8th. And Joker's not too far behind there in 9th place. Looks like UBD's made up great gains there, with a 29, a 28, a 30 against Joker's 30, a 34 on lap 7. for Jokus. Rido, he's doing regular 29s. Pat's had another off. He really is missing the mud, is Pat. He wants to get back on the back on with those muddy rounds, does Pat. He's looking for the dirt wherever he can. I'm sorry, Pat. So Jokus moves up. Rido, I think, was ahead of Pat, was he? No, he's moved up as well. But Rido doing absolutely brilliant lap times out there in his Subaru. And he's got 2 Mitsubishis ahead of him. 3, if he can reach that high. But I think Katula and Homesick Alien might be a little bit out of his reach. But Shiren 2 seconds ahead. Shiren doing 34 last time around. Is Shiren trying to go into some heavy fuel save? That would be heavy fuel saving. Yeah, possibly, because Rido has used a lot of fuel. He's used a lot of fuel. So yeah, maybe this is the thing. These guys are trying to get that fuel to last all the way. And in the chat, Skyjack saying, "Good evening, Flower. How be do?" Don't ask. Stressed all evening with YouTube on the PS. I hear. Hope the racing has chilled you out. Yeah, I'm all right. It was just. I was so pleased when the PlayStation YouTube meant that you could just click on. So you used to just say VRC thingamajig, and I could click on it and I'd just go in. And now they've gone back to the old way it was, like in PS4, where you have to get someone to sign you in, and it's just stresses me out. I like the old way. I don't like change. I'm not a person for change. I like things to stay the same. So Jim, except for GT7, because I can't wait for that. So obviously I do like some change, but yeah, logging ins, don't mess with it. I get used to it. So Jim there though, he's only 4 tenths now ahead of Bunny. Bunny caught him up no end, but the fuel is the same. Seen Rido absolutely chug through his fuel. He's gone in and it's not quite halfway yet. So I don't know if he's going to be able to make that fuel last all the way till the end of this race. Jim clinging on ahead of Bunny. Tyres don't look too bad on Jim, but they probably feel worse than that in the car. And Bunny probably feeling a little better grip at this point in the race than Jim. Guesty, he's just sitting back to see what happens there, I think. He don't want to get too involved. I mean, if he does get right up Bunny's chuff, he might be able to follow him through if he finds a way past the Jim. And Jim so far, though, holding ground from Bunny. And Guesty has got nice and close now. Katula back ahead of Homesick Alien. These two are having a laugh. So Katula back ahead of Homesick Alien. These two swapping around every couple of laps just to keep it interesting for them. The 2 Mitsubishi boys. Shiren 6th. Was he 6th? Yes. Got past Pat, didn't he? And Joker's now getting past Pat. But Joker's fuel very low. Pat's not too far behind. But Joker's, he'll have to come up at the end of this lap. UBD up to 9th. He usually uses his fuel. He's doing very well with fuel at the moment. Rivix are doing even better on his fuel. And Rido, who pitted, topped right up. He's put the softs on. I think he probably... It's not for me to say, but I don't know. The softs are going to run out before the fuel, aren't they? So you're probably best off half fueling that to your next pit stop. And then another half fuel it for another set of softs, because those softs aren't going to last to the end of the race, and that fuel, and they're not going to last to the end of that fuel tank. But it's not for me to say. I'm not the expert in this. I don't drive them. I don't know. But I'm just thinking heavy fuel tank's going to wear his tyres out even more, and he's probably not even going to use that fuel while he's on those tyres. So he probably should just put less fuel in. I think that's why these guys have gone for the medium tyres. I honestly do. I think it's not that they were going to try and no stop it. I just think they don't want to put as much fuel in. But I don't know. We're not even at halfway yet. And look, Bunny's fuel is almost depleted. Guesty's doing very good on fuel, following Bunny around. So Guesty's doing better on fuel than Bunny. Jim has slipped back, but he needs fuel and he needs tyres. There you go. So Jim has made his tyres last 18 minutes. And the fuel. Homesick Alien, quarter of a tank, not bad. He's back ahead of Cthulhu. Cthulhu, though, he's using his tyres up and he's using his fuel up. Guesty's gone in. Now, Guesty is a surprise because his tyres were looking good. He had loads of fuel, So I'm very, very surprised at Guesty's move there. And is that going to force Bunny? Because remember, Guesty, he'll probably go onto the soft tyre, and his outlap alone could jump Bunny. So Bunny, he's in a bit of a... Well, he's going to pit at the next one because his fuel's flashing. Jim then, I'm surprised. I thought he'd go in, actually, and it was Guesty that went in. Jim's decided to make it go round one more time. Homesick Alien up into 3rd place. Homesick Alien, well, he's got the same amount of fuel as Guesty, and I didn't think Guesty was going to pit for a while. But Homesick Alien staying out. Cthulhu will need to pit at the end of this lap, I believe. Shiren still got about a quarter of a tank of fuel. Tyres looking okay. Seems good to go for a while, but I mean, Guesty's pit stop might change everything. And UBD definitely needing to go to the pits at the end of this lap. And there's Guesty. He only 3/4'd it. Put the racing softs on, so maybe he's going to go for another pit. Stop before the end of the race. Interesting. Rido then, he's out there. And Joker's also, after his pit stop, he's gone onto the soft tyre. Bit of jittering. Someone's jittering around here. I get worried when I see jittering. Rivixter, I don't think he's pitted yet. And Bunny's come in. Bunny has come in. Well, Bunny had to, really, didn't he? He probably had enough fuel for one more lap. Homesick also coming in on that fuel that we talked about. So Homesick, maybe Guesty has got everyone moving. Jim had nothing in that tank. Absolutely zero. Look, 0% as he come in. Unbelievable stuff. UBD, he's going to be in the same boat. Look at that, 0. Lucky that didn't run out on him. So Guesty, is he going to take the lead, or has Bunny got enough? Oh, where is Bunny? He's filling up at the moment. It's saying Guesty's at the top, but he's not got past that pit exit. But Bunny's only just moving, and Guesty's at the first corner. So yes, the undercut has worked quite well here. Oh, where am I going? Bunny, though, he's topped right up on those and soft tyres. So I think Bunny is going to try and take that car to the end. I think Guesty, I don't know, he did look after his fuel very well. Oh, who knows? Who knows? Maybe Guesty can get 3/4 of a tank all the way. What did Homesick Alien go for? He's gone for just under a full tank. We've seen Guesty cut his tank quite tightly as well. We've seen him run out of fuel on a few occasions on the last lap. So I just a small prayer out there for Guesty's fuel tank to get to the end of this, because that was cracking. He's gone in, he's got the undercut working with the racing softs out there. It's gone very swift, but Bunny's filled up. I don't know, Guesty, have you put enough fuel in, man? Homesick Alien then. I don't know. So he's jumped Jim. Jim's on the mediums now, a bit of a sitting duck because Cthulhu's on the softs. But remember, Jim's tyres aren't going to go off like theirs. Remember how his tyres were going off, and then they caught him up. So he might, you know, it might come back to him. We can't say nout yet, although he is 15 seconds adrift of Guesty. We'll see. Jim at the moment, though, sitting in 4th, but Cthulhu on the faster tyre should get an advantage in the corners as they go side by side. Cthulhu's gone for that inside line, and yeah, I think the grip advantage there helping Cthulhu, but Jim's all keeping an eye on him. And then Jim, he's got 5 seconds from Shiren, who's also on the soft tyres, more than likely to catch him up. Rido on the soft tyres, 4.5 seconds behind Shiren in 7th. Joker's in 8th, 4/10 behind Rido. Some beautiful racing happening here between Rido and Jokas. Battling it out around here at Sardinia for round 7 of the Rivals Series. It's a humdinger. No Racer Brown. So everyone's trying to get as many points as they possibly can. He says he's ill. We suspect he's gone out on the Raz because he wasn't watching on Facebook, on YouTube. And, you know, he'll use the excuse, I was so ill, I was asleep. And it's like, yeah, all right, Bullshita. The ancient art of Bullshita. Now, he's sick. What can I say? I don't know. I'm wondering if this sickness is lasting all the way to the 4th. It's a really rubbish time to pull a sickie in it, like a week and a bit ahead of GT7. So, I would have held off that sick until at least the 3rd of March. Guesty is leading 2.9 seconds ahead of Bunny, but Bunny's just put the fastest lap in his Subaru, a 26.506, and he is making great gains on Guesty at the moment. Guesty probably having to look after that fuel, if we're going to be totally honest. And I don't know if he's going to be well equipped to have a battle with Bunny. But if he has to go slow, if it has to go slow, then it would be advantageous if he could hold Bunny up whilst trying to save fuel, because Homesick Alien is there in 3rd, only 5 seconds behind Bunny. And yeah, if Homesick Alien starts nibbling at the back of Bunny, that will help Guesty out no end. But at the moment, my hopes are not high for Guesty out there. Half a tank of fuel, just under 16 minutes left of racing, and Bunny coming very rapidly. That sounded wrong coming out my mouth. Bunny coming rather rapidly out my mouth. So Guesty there leading the way at 27.5 for Guesty last time around, 27.0 for Bunny. Homesick Alien at 27.2 in his Mitsubishi. Cthulhu there in 4th spot, 8 seconds. He was racing the Alien as well, wasn't he? Wonder what happened, what went wrong. He did a 31 before his pit stop, 2:01 on his pit stop. 2:06, you see, for Cthulhu's pit stop. Possibly putting more fuel in than the Alien. Oh, he was on lower fuel, wasn't he? He was lower fuel than Homesick Alien, so possibly that could be his downfall. He had to put more fuel in. Jim then in 5th. He was leading the first part of this race, but remember, he's the only one on the medium tyres. These tyres should be going away from these drivers before the end of the race, and then Jim might just be able to gain a position or two. Cthulhu only 3.5 seconds. Homesick has pulled out quite a nice gap though from Jim and Cthulhu. He's trying to catch up Bunny, who's 2 seconds now away from Guesty. Guesty still not fretting yet. He hasn't picked up that pace, if there is any more pace in the car. Half a tank of fuel, 14 minutes to go. 27.8. It's intense. It's very tense because my foot's wagging, my knee's going up and down. I'm stressing for Guesty in his fuel tank. Bunny coming at him with great force and velocity. Homesick Alien trying to catch those guys up, but he's lost a couple of tenths on them there. Cthulhu in 4th, 3.5 seconds ahead of Jim. Jim on the medium tyres. 28.3 from Jim last time around. Cthulhu 28.0. He's gone a little wide as well. Cthulhu's tyres are starting to look a little bit harassed. So Jim's just got to keep his head clean, keep his nose in it, keep going. He's got Shiren catching him up. We said Shiren would catch him up, but Shiren's tyres will go as well. They come and then they go. So Jim, he's just got to keep his head together, not let it rattle him, not let it rattle him that he's not as fast as the people around him, because I'm pretty sure in about 9 more minutes they will be struggling like anything. So Jim in 5th place as Shiren catches him up, but Shiren on the faster tyre, but who knows how long it will last. Jim's tyres should be solid all the way till the end of this race. Guesty now 1.2 seconds ahead of Bunny. 27.5 again from Guesty last time around. Bunny doing a 27.0. Bunny definitely has the intentions to go on and attack Guesty, but Guesty's doing very well with that fuel save. He's not used much, not as much as Bunny has. Bunny's having to burn the fuel to catch him up, and Guesty just wants to ease him off, but Homesick Alien's lost another bit of time. So maybe Homesick Alien's starting to fuel save, trying to save that podium with no Racer Brown and not a great position. Well, not great, I think he was 5th, wasn't he? But not not maximum points from that sprint race. And Bunny really looking now, eyeing up his prey, you may say. The Mitsubishi ahead of him. Bunny just executing a little patience there as he there seeks his prey. You see the Subaru. When it gets into its staunches, goes low, and oh, you can see the lights of the Mitsubishi now. He's getting ready to pounce. His natural habitat here on the tarmac. Looking for a way past. So Bunny really closing up on Guesty now, getting a nice toe down this start straight. Start finish straight. Into the first set of corners. Guesty clinging on to the tarmac with all his might. And Bunny is just lining him up, it feels. Lining him up for the move, but Guesty just might be able to do it. I thought Guesty had gone wide. But now we see the Mitsubishi and the Subaru catching up with each other. Homesick Alien dropping back a little bit further. I think Homesick Alien may be saving fuel because Cthulhu... Oh no. I thought Homesick Alien had someone just behind him then, but maybe it's a lapped car. I don't think there is any, is there? Oh, someone's ghosted. It looks like Rido or something. So Cthulhu then. He's 10 seconds. I can't... Oh, here we go. Guesty and Bunny. Side by side through the corner. Guesty doing anything he can to defend, but he cannot. And I think he's got to think of his fuel as well, you see. So Bunny is up into the lead. And Guesty following him through. Might want to stay close to him, try and get some of that toe. That helps save fuel as well. But Guesty, lap 20. Seeing at the front of that Subaru. Guesty we saw stay with Bunny in the first part of the race. Bunny unable to pull away from Guesty in his Mitsubishi. And maybe Guesty's just decided to tuck in behind Bunny. Maybe he fancies his chances. His fuel is quite scary though, with 9.5 minutes to go. Homesick Alien in third spot. He's pulled away from Cthulhu a little bit. Cthulhu 5 seconds ahead of Jim. Jim's still waiting for their tyres to go. Shiren not quite catching up with Jim. Shiren doing a 28.8 the last time around. Jim doing a 29.4. Cthulhu doing a 28.7. But Jim, we know he can do the 28s. UBD in 7th place. He had a bit of a... He was right at the back, wasn't he, at one point at the beginning of this race. He's fought his way up to 7th spot now, with some absolutely chugging lap times. Pat in 8th place, 2 seconds ahead of Jokers. Pat doing a 30.3 last time around, and Jokers doing a 29.4. Rivixter 28.3. Rivixter absolutely rapid at the moment. 28.0 there from Rivs. So the Rivs finding a bit of pace in his Mitsubishi come the end of this race. And Rido, I think it is who we saw ghosted. He's driving now. He's back in it now. But he's 32 seconds adrift from the Rivs. We've got 8 minutes remaining of this 40-minute race. Bunny's pulled out a little bit of time on Guesty. But I really do think Guesty might have to look after fuel. Guesty's gone wide. Guesty's gone wide. It's okay. He hasn't lost much time up from it. But Guesty clinging on to that second spot. Homesick Alien still 7.5 seconds behind, but he's got a little bit more fuel to burn than Guesty has. Cthulhu dropping back even further, but I think it's Cthulhu's tyres now that's against him. Jim, his tyres are starting to go off. This is the time to get those 28s. Shiren closing in though, 5/10 from Jim. Maybe the grip's giving up on those mediums a little bit, because he was doing 28s quite comfortably. But he slips into the 29s of a recent. Jokers back in the pits there for new tyres. Yeah, same as Pat as well. Yeah, these softs not lasting for some of those guys. I thought Guesty was coming back in. And who was it? Oh, was it Rido? I said he should have half filled. Yeah, Rido's been back in to put mediums on, you see. And I said if he should have half filled it, put softs on, and then just come out and half filled it again. another set of softs. He's gone for mediums. Bunny, only 5/10 ahead of Guesty. He can't shake Guesty off. We're 6 and everything. Guesty's fuel tank doesn't seem to be moving, so at some point in this race, Guesty's going to just decide he can use that fuel and burn it. Homesick Alien's gained a second on him, so Homesick Alien's starting to open that throttle up, maybe feeling confident that's enough fuel to get to the end. Cthulhu 5.5 seconds ahead of Jim. Jim still ahead of Shiren, and Jim 29.7. Shiren at 29.8. Is that the tyres for Shiren? And it's a 1:30 for Cthulhu, so Jim should be starting to catch up Cthulhu. And has Shiren got the tyres to deal with Jim? Jim's medium tyres, we said, may come back to him. I don't think he's going to catch up the Alien. The Alien's chasing down Guesty, and Bunny's pulled out another half second on Guesty now, though. So Bunny really putting this one to bed with 6 minutes remaining on the clock. 6.5 seconds home scaling. Cthulhu 6 seconds ahead of Jim. Jim's in trouble with Shiren, though. Shiren going for it near the end of this race. Jim's tyres probably in a little bit better state, I'd say, than Cthulhu's. I know they say when the mediums go, they're gone, but he still seems to have quite a bit of meat left on those mediums. He's holding his own against Shiren. UBD absolutely flying out there. I don't think there's enough for him to catch up in 7th place. Rivixter a great 8th, but Pat on those super soft tyres absolutely bringing the noise to Rivixter. What's Rivixter on? He's on an old set of softs, so he's going to struggle against Pat. And Jokus as well, going for those super softs at the end. And they are really catching up with the Rivs. How far is Rivs behind? 30 seconds. Might be a little too late, though. 5 minutes to go. Bunny now 1.5 seconds ahead of Guesty. And I don't know, is it worth going in and putting some super softs on Guesty? Homesick Alien dipping a wheel there. It's a little late in the race to start going in and getting super softs, but might have been a call. It might have been a call with some of these guys struggling with their tyres. Cthulhu definitely a 29.1, Jim a 29.7, and Shiren a 29.4. Shiren looks like he's got the momentum here to try and get by Jim. Little rub on Jim there from Shiren to let him know he's there. It doesn't affect, but it can put some drivers off. Some drivers don't like being rubbed into corners. It's not something I do, just in case it went wrong. Just in case it went wrong and you ended up sending. I have noticed in a couple of the other races, you see them as they're going down the straights, just coming over and giving them a little rub, and it's not enough to affect their racing. But I think it's just like a bit of an intimidation move, or just to let them know they're there, or try and distract them. A little bit like flashing the lights, but I don't think we're allowed. I'm pretty sure it's in the rules of no excessive flashing in our races. 1, because it's pointless, and 2, it looks crap on the street. And here comes Shiren now. But Jim's got the measure of him into this first corner. And Jim stands strong there in 5th place. 7 seconds behind Cthulhu now. Cthulhu has just come across Rido on track. 28.5 from Cthulhu last time around. Jim 29.6. Shiren 29.0. No, 29.4, sorry. So Jim is struggling on those medium tyres. The fuel's getting lower. We've got just under 3 minutes left of racing. Bunny is 3 seconds ahead of Guesty now. Guesty's fuel is flashing. Oh no, Homesick Alien is just under 6 seconds behind him. His tyres are pretty rotten. Everyone's tyres are pretty rotten, but unfortunately Shiren's are probably the best ones out there for Jim. Everyone else he'd love to be around because their tyres are absolutely shot, but Shiren's looked after his pair. UBD 16 seconds adrift, and Guesty has gone in. He's had to go in for that splash dash, and if he'd done that a lap or two before, he'd get a good couple of laps on the set of super softs. So Bunny now 8 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien, who's in second. Can Guesty get out ahead of Cthulhu? No, because Cthulhu's now up into a podium position. Jim looking to get a 4th position here, still ahead of Shiren, a little bit further ahead of Shiren. In fact, Shiren backing off for that lap, and Jim, 29.6 for Jim that time around. Shiren doing a 30.0. Guesty's back out now. He got out ahead of Jim on a set of super softs. This is scary. Watch out, boys. I don't know though. Only just under 2 minutes left of racing. It's a big ask for Guesty. Cthulhu, his tyres are absolutely gone though. So Guesty, there he is. He's only up the hill from Cthulhu. But I think Guesty's about as good as getting a podium. Is what he's going to get. Which he lost one position, I suppose. Bunny then leading this one, going for the double A win again. The man is absolutely amazing. Garrett in the chat saying, evening gents. Hey dude. And there goes Bunny coming down to the line. He's still got 57 seconds, hasn't he? Get a nice little cruise in for this final lap. Homesick Alien in that second place. They were all starting to get low on fuel. Cthulhu still 6.7 seconds ahead of Guesty. Where's Shiren come from? Where did Jim go? Oh no, Shiren. Oh, what's going on? Why is Guesty backing out? Surely he's got more in that. Oh right. Well, Shiren's moved right up. I don't know if that's team orders or something. Guesty thinks Shiren's in a better position in the championship and has let him through, but Shiren now up into 4th. Guesty in 5th. Jim there in 6th. UBD in 7th. Might be trying to eat well. 13 seconds. He might get to that line. Rivixter in the Mitsubishi with Pat in that super soft Subaru. Super soft tired Subaru. Still hasn't made any kind of imprint on Rivixter as of yet. These guys, the time has run out now. Oh, someone's going to. And there he goes. UBD crosses the line first in 7th, if that makes sense. Rivixter coming across in 8th, with Pat finishing in 9th, nearly on those super softs. And Jokas gets 10th spot in the end, and then Rido's in amongst them, isn't he? So here comes Bunny now over the hill, down he comes to take the win. Beautiful stuff, cracking, great drive from Bunny. Homesick Alien getting good points. Whilst Racer Brown's not here in 2nd place. Cthulhu, Guesty's got back ahead of just ahead of Rido for that podium position. Is that his double podium for him this evening? So take a boo, my son. Fantastic stuff. And Rido grabs 11th as Guesty grabs 4th. Shiren grabs 5th, and Jim, solid 6th place, my friend. I know I said their tyres, I lied to you, didn't I? Said their tyres would go off, but they didn't. They did though. Cthulhu's tyres were absolutely rotten. Anyway, there you go. That was round 7 of the Rivals. Only one more round to go. How exciting. And there he is. Bunny, for the 2nd time today, gets his trophy. I said he'd get his trophy in the future. And I'll take you to the race results before Homesick has to jump in his ship and go back up into orbit, as he is the host this evening. I'm trying to find something. Oh yeah, don't worry. Bear with me. I'm using Discord again. Can you believe it? There you go. You can tell when I'm using Discord, everything goes quiet. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I just wanted to know what the next track was. So here are the results for the feature race of round 7 of the Rivals Series. Subaru yet again on the top spot with Bunny, and Bunny scoring absolute maximum points. He got pole, didn't he, as well? Did he get pole? No, Guesty got pole. So he couldn't get pole, but he got the fastest laps from both races, I believe. And he's got the 2 wins. And yeah, he's scoring maximum you possibly can, whilst Racer Brown is nursing his poorly throat. You do poo-poo, got the poo-poo. He couldn't come and race results because he got a poo-poo. Homesick Alien got second place in the Mitsubishi. Oh, wow, all those Mitsubishis. That's good points for Mitsubishi against Subaru in that manufacturers. It's going to be very tight coming to the final week. But Homesick Alien come home in second place with Cthulhu. Another podium there, third. Guesty just missing out there, having to take that splash and dash at the end just to get to the flag. And he grabs fourth place. Still good points for Guesty. Who's he battling with? He's chasing down Rido, and that's good points on Rido for sure. Faux show, but he's got Cthulhu chasing him down, only 9 points behind him. And Cthulhu scored well today, so Guesty probably a little bit nervous about that Spaniard coming at him at the end of the season in the championship. But Guesty fourth place. Sharon in fifth in his Mitsubishi. So yeah, lovely. 4 Mitsubishis there, all from second down to fifth. Then we have Jim, the top Subaru driver after Bunny, in sixth place. The race just didn't come back to him on those medium tyres. Always a risk if you're going to go on the mediums on the second half and everyone else is on the soft. It usually means you're a bit of a sitting duck. In that race, though, I honestly thought those softs were going to go off on the cars around him and he was going to come back into that one, but it didn't seem to happen. Cthulhu's tyres did look rough, but he was still getting good lap times out of them. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Jimbo. But Jim getting a great sixth place. Uncle B Darren in seventh, who we saw on the podium in the sprint race. Didn't come together for him in the feature. Rivixter in eighth in the Mitsubishi. And then Pat in ninth, who had to take that late pit stop also, as did Jokus, finishing in 10th. And Rido came home in 11th, when he got your fastest lap with the 126.506 on lap 15. That was the Rival Series, and don't miss out next week, next Tuesday, as it is the final round. And we'll find out after next Tuesday who will sit in the Hall of Champions. Will it be Bunny in his Subaru, or will it be Racer Brown in his? The only thing that's going to look different is the name. They've both got similar liveries, haven't they? I think one of the races they had the same liveries, but I'm not sure. But yeah, one of those two are going to be. I'm not counting you out, Homesick, but it's you'd have to. Them two would have to actually pull over and wait for everyone for you to have a chance. And Cthulhu in the chat saying yee, and then I've been a little. I think that's dab. I think he's emoji dabbing. So well done, Cthulhu. Well done indeed. Great driving. So yeah, and that's the last round is at Suzuka, which I know is Racer Brown's, one of Racer Brown's favourite tracks, but I also know Homesick Alien likes it, and we'll see how Bunny gets on there. It's going to be a corker, so don't miss out next Tuesday, and we'll find out who's going to be the champion of the Rivals. And I think Mitsubishi may have scored enough points to get ahead of Subaru in that manufacturer's little championship that they're having. And so, yeah, we'll find out when the tables are released sometime during the week. If you want to look at the tables, you can go to our website. Whenever they've been updated, they are posted there. And that is at www.virtualracersclub.co.uk, where you can get some merch. There's a link. We sell merch now. We're a merch company. Well, we're not. I think we give a design to a merch company and they make it as it's ordered. But yeah, you want something with VRC on it? We're your guys. Or we've got the link to the guys that can get you something. So check that out. Just check it out. Just see what it does. I mean, they're good. I like them. Some of the stuff. What else have I got to push? No, honestly, that's it. Thursday, we have got the second round of the PRC, the Pacific Rim Championship. On Friday, we've got the WRX Challenger. And that's been hotting up, I must indeedly say. And then, I think that's at St. Croix for an hour. Can't remember where PRC is. Can I navigate Discord quick enough? Oh, I am there. Give me a second. It's at Kyoto Driving Park, but I don't know which one. I'm going to guess Yamagata. Yamagawa. Yeah, Yamagawa. So, Pacific Rim Championship at round 2 at Yamagawa. And then Friday, WRX at Cinquar. And then on Sunday, we've got the Golfs going around and round in circles at North Isle Speedway. Please join us for at least one of those, if not all of them. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, because even though I've fallen out with YouTube, you guys shouldn't. You should still love, and I mean, it's good content in it. You can watch whatever you want. You watch this, you can watch Fallout settlement builds, you can watch all sorts. It's crazy what you can watch on YouTube. Although I've noticed they keep putting adverts at the beginning of everything now, and now 2 adverts, and you used to be able to skip them, but not always. So I can see YouTube, you corporate hose. But yeah, like the video, because YouTube dig it. And I ain't got nothing else. Oh yeah. No, I'll tell you Thursday if you come Thursday. Just about the 24-hour race thing, but I'm not pushing someone else's club on this website, on this channel. They can do that themselves. Yeah. Your main concern is coming Thursday for the PRCs, the Pacific Rim Champion, and at Kyoto Driving Park, Yamagawa. I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Joe King. Thank you for joining us here at the Virtual Racers Club, and we will see you soon. Peace and love. Peace and love. Thank you.